Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah name I begin with the most compassionate and merciful. Rabbi Shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Dear guys, now we are going to start next lecture, next module. That is about IELTS speaking, and this is module number 7. This is module 7. Okay, so module 7, and in the previous module we have talked about part 1, of the IELTS test, and in this module we will talk about part 2 of the IELTS speaking test. Okay, so now first of all we will understand the cue card format. The second part is actually the cue card. Okay, understanding the cue card. Understanding the cue card. Understanding the cue card. Okay. So we will understand the cue card. Okay. So you will be given a topic. For example, describe a book you enjoyed. Okay. And you will discuss 3 to 4 bullet points to help organize your response. So for example, you are given a topic in the examination center, and you will make a 3 to 4 bullet points. Main headings of the topic. Then you will talk about them. Okay, so you will be given a 1 minute to prepare. 1 minute to prepare, and during that short period of 60 seconds you can you can write all the keywords, all the main points, and then you will talk about them, and in this way you will be talking continuously, coherently, and naturally. Okay, in a sequence you will be talking. So you will speak for a period of 2 minutes without interruption. For example, during that while or in that period of time of 2 minutes, you will not be interrupted during your course of conversation, right? So this is the total format of the IELTS speaking part 2. So go. And in cue card, you will be given a pen and paper. You can write your ideas down. For example, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point. And if you think about that topic, you can write over on the paper. Okay. So go. You will speak fluently. You will speak fluently and coherently for 2 minutes using relevant vocabulary and ideas. You will have to speak fluently and coherently. Coherently means your answer must be well connected. Your answer must not be like that. You are talking about one thing at this point, and another thing at the next point, and you are going to add another thing at the third point. And this is not correct. Coherently mean your answer must be a story like, as if you are narrating a story. It must be well connected logically and coherently. Okay, your answer must be coherent, and you will talk about 2 minutes. Okay, so now how to plan and structure a 2 minute speech. This is a very good idea. This is a very this is very beneficial for you guys. So now I will tell you how to plan and structure a 2 minute speech. Okay. Use 1 minute preparation time too. For example, what you will do in a minute. You will be given a time of 1 minute for preparations. So what will you do in that period? Use the 1 minute preparation time to number one, quickly brainstorm your ideas. Means to say that you have to quickly think about the different ideas, what you can think about that particular topic. Okay, so you can write so many ideas, and next you can, for example, 4 to 5 ideas, and then next you can explain them in the light of your information or in the light of your personal experiences and examples. Okay, so what you will do, you will write keywords. You will write keywords, not full sentences. Okay, you will not be using full sentences. You will write only keywords. Okay, so next, think on personal examples and feelings. Then you will think about personal examples and feelings. You will add what the ideas you have thought about. You will add your personal examples and feelings in there. And next, inshallah, in the coming sessions, in the same sessions, I will tell you the techniques how to do that. Suggested structure. Now I would tell you the structure, about the structure. Introduction. Introduction must be simple and natural. Okay. Yes. So now I would tell you about. Quickly brainstorm your ideas. Write keywords, not full sentences. You know, you have to think about the personal examples and feelings, right? So structures in your IELTS speaking part. Two, so introduction. What is introduction? Introduction must be simple and natural. Okay. For example, I would like to talk about. मैं बात करना चाहूंगा. For example, whatever is the topic, you must add in the very start of the sentence. I would like to talk about books reading. I would like to talk about the gadget I bought in previous months. I would like to talk about the visit to Murray Hills. I would like to talk about the tour which I took in the previous years, like that. So I would like to talk about is a good start. Okay. Next, you will follow the structure. Follow the bullet points, but add your own ideas and experiences. Okay. You will have to uh, follow those bullet points, the same bullet points which you have previously thought about. Okay. And then you can add your ideas and experiences. Okay. So, at the end conclusion, a sentence that wraps it up. If, for example, you will have to summarize, or you will have to finish your idea or finish your talk about that topic, and you must use a suitable sentence for that. This is known as conclusions. When you have to give a concluding remarks on that topic. So, you can add the words which will show that you are going to end your answer. Okay. So this is again a good example for to finish your answer, for example. So that's why this experience was unforgettable for me. Okay. So that's why this was, for example, this question is about the tour to Murray Hills, so you can say that. So that's why definitely previously you have added some of the examples that the tour was memorable for you. So that's why this experience was unforgettable, forgettable for me. Okay, so this is a structure: introduction, main body, and conclusion. So this cue card has got three parts in it. Number three, and remember that, dear students, remember that I will give you model answers of cue card at the end of this session. Or after telling you guys all the rules about how to develop your answer. Number three, effective use of linking words. Linking words must be used, but in an effective way. Okay. For example, fluency is improved with good connectors. You must be fluent. You must be fluent, and you will use good connectors. Good connectors mean you will have to link the words. Sequencing, first of all. For example, you are gonna add time sequence. So you can say that first of all, then later, and eventually. And about the sequence, I have taught even in the first part of the IELTS test, that is in the module 6. Okay, you can see it again as well. You can revise the concept as well. Sequencing, first of all, and then this happen later on, and eventually. Okay, eventually. So next one. Adding ideas also besides that, and moreover, giving is examples, for example, such as like explaining reasons. You will have to add ideas with these words, for example. Also, besides that, moreover, by using these words, you can add your ideas. Okay. Now, giving examples. For giving examples, you can use words like, for example, or such as, or like, or, for instance is another word. For instance, like that. Okay. Not sure about instance. I think these are the spelling. Please see. You must verify the spellings. And at third number, you will give reasons. And for giving reasons, you can add the words like because, or due to, and since. Because, due to, or since. Most of the time we people use because it's easy, it's very easy to carry on. So you can use that because he was with me, I enjoyed a lot. Because she was with me, I enjoyed a lot. Because due to or since concluding. To sum up, or in short, all in all, like that. If you are going to conclude your answer, you are going to finish your answer, you must add these words. To sum up my talk, or in short, I want to say that all in all, the the book reading is an interesting and enjoyable hobby. Okay, like that. Now, now we have to, as I've already told you, that I will give you realistic cue cards. So, sample topics to practice. Sample. Describe a person you admire. Number one. Describe a memorable journey, or describe a useful mobile app. Describe an achievement you are proud of. Describe a tradition in your country, like that. You can uh, pick up any topic and talk about that before entry into the real examination center. Now I would tell you about common mistakes that stop students from getting band 7. That's why the students are not able to get the 7 bands, especially in Q card part 2. Part 2 is the longest part of the IELTS test. So how the students are not able to get their desired band scores. Number one, speaking too little. The first reason is that they speak too less. They speak too less. And even less than 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes, they don't speak for long. Many candidates finish too early, giving short and undeveloped answer. Their answer is, finished too early. Their answer is very short, and their answer is underdeveloped. That is, their answer is not fully developed. All right. So, tip: expand each bullet point with details, examples, and feelings. So you have to add details with every bullet point, and with every bullet point, you can add an example, or you will add an example and feelings. So for example, you were very happy about that, and you were sad at that incident. Okay, you were very happy with that meeting, right? So like that, you will choose. Number two, over reliance on bullet points. You are too reliant on your bullet points. That is not good for you. Yes, you must write the bullet points, but you must not rely too much on them. Some students only answer 3 to 4 bullet points like a checklist and stop. Treat bullet points as guidance, not limits. Okay, so these bullet points are your guidance. Okay, these bullet points are your guidance. They are not your limits. So, for example, tell a story. Poor vocabulary. Number third, the third reason why you don't get, or why the students don't get 70+ bands, that is, they are using very poor vocabulary, or they are going to repeat so many basic words. So that's why they are not able to get their desired values. Use simple or repetitive words like you all the time use words like nice, good, nice, or bad. This is quite a basic sort of vocabulary. So I don't say you must avoid them, but you can if you are using good. So don't repeat every time when the thing is good, when the situation is good, the boy is good. So use different sort of words so that you can improve your answer, the quality of your answer. Okay, now tip three, learn topic specific vocabulary. So I will give you topic specific vocabulary, or I have given in the very first lesson, I have given the topic specific vocabulary to the students, so you can benefit from that. So use words like fascinating, memorable, and inspiring to you all the time using the words attractive. Okay, so you can replace attractive with fascinating, memorable, and inspiring too. Okay, so lack of linking words. Linking word. You do not use a. This is one of the reasons that why the students don't get 7+1. So speaking in broken or disconnected sentences. This is not good. You must connect all the sentences. Use connectors to show the flow of your thoughts. Okay. Use connectors to show the flow of your thoughts. You must connect your thoughts by using the linking words. If there are not, sufficient number of linking words in your speech, then again you are getting your bad scores. So speaking too slow or too fast or too slow. You're not supposed to talk too fast or too slow. You have to be moderate in your speech, right? In your uh, spoken, like that, in your this part of IELTS speaking. So some students rush and lose clarity. Others pause too much, affecting fluency. So you should not rush. You should not rush. Okay. And if you are rushing, if you are speaking very fast, you will lose clarity. So you must be clear, and clarity, is more important than speaking very fast. So if you are speaking very fast, you can lose your marks. Other pose too much. And some of the students, they don't rush and they speak very slowly. Again, they are using, again, they are, using those techniques which will get them low band skills. Okay, so it will affect your fluency. You are not to be very fast and you are not to be very slow. To maintain you must maintain a natural and steady pace. And for that, I use the word that is normal pace. I would suggest all the students to have normal pace while talking in all your speaking test, in all of your IELTS speaking test. Okay, so now memorize the answers. Sixth reason why the students are not able to perform very well and they are not able to get 7+ bands. So what's the reason? Memorize them. So all the time, the students, examiners can easily detect prepared or memorized responses. So some of the students, answer which they have memorized earlier. So if you are giving memorized response or memorized answers, you are going towards, getting less than scores. Okay, so practice ideas, not full scripts. You must practice on ideas, how to speak on those ideas. You are not supposed to you memorize all the scripts or full scripts. Be natural and flexible. You have to be natural and flexible. Memorization is not allowed. Number seven, poor grammar or tenses. Okay, so using wrong verb tenses, missing articles, or awkward sentence structures. Focus on basic grammar accuracy. Some of the students they use wrong verb tenses, they miss articles, and they and have structures that is quite awkward. So you have to avoid these sort of mistakes. You should not use poor grammar. You should not use poor structure of the tenses. Okay. So now, Tim, focus on basic grammar accuracy. Your grammar, it can be basic, but it must be accurate. Okay. Use basic grammar, use easy grammar, but it must be accurate. It will increase your band scores. And if you are using, advanced grammar and there are so many mistakes time and again in your grammar that is not accurate, so you will get less band scores. Okay, so a past tense, you must use past tense for stories, articles, and prepositions. Past for stories, you must keep in mind where the articles can be used and what are the correct prepositions for your answer. Okay, so articles, prepositions, or the tenses must be very clear. Yes, it's another thing that you are going to use them at very basic level. Basic level grammar is allowed but encouraged, but it must be accurate. Okay, so now number eight, ignoring pronunciation practice. Mispronunciation of keywords can confuse the examiner. So for this is eighth reason why the people are not able to get 7+ band scores. They all the time they ignore the pronunciation practice. And what is pronunciation? Pronunciation is your words must be clear and up to the mark. And if the examiner is understanding all your words, it means that your uh, grammar or your pronunciation is standardized, is up to the mark. So your words must be clear, right? So mispronunciation of keywords can confuse the examiner. What you have to do, you must you must think about stress and intonations that matter too much. And for that, you can read. I have suggested some of the books for that. You can read them. And for the easiest way to improve stress and intonation is that you must listen to native speakers too much, and you can improve your, uh, you know, pronunciation. Right, number nine, not using fillers smartly. If you are ignoring the fillers all the time and you are not using very wisely, it can bring you lower bands. So, for example, saying too often, all the time you will use the words mhm, like that. So you will not do that too. Use smart fillers like, let me think of for a second. Smart filler. Let me think for a while. Okay. These are smart fillers because you can buy more time for that. Let me think for a second. Okay. That's an interesting question. So these are very small pillars and you can use them wherever need arises. Okay, summary to get 7+ bands, get band 7+ in part two. I'm gonna, what you have to do and what you have not to do. Number one, do speak for full 2 minutes. And if you don't speak, don't stop at 1 minute. And if you stop at 1 minute, you will get lower bands. And if you speak for a full 2 minutes, you will get higher bands. Use rich vocabulary. Okay. So you must not, and what is don't repeat simple words. Don't repeat simple words. If you all the time are repeating the same simple words, it will get you lower band scores. Add personal details and stories. Don't give dry or robotic replies. You know, all the time you are giving the dry or robotic replies that is without personal details and without stories. Your style of speaking is very dry. You must add your personal example in stories so that your uh, answer must be very beautiful. Your reply, your response must be very beautiful. Okay. So now use linking phrases smoothly. Don't speak in broken phrases. You must use linking phrases very smoothly, and you don't have to speak in broken phrases. If you are using linking phrases smoothly, you will get 7+ points. And if you don't, if you are using broken phrases, you will get lower points. Okay, so sound natural and confident. You don't memorize the full speech. If you have memorized the full speech, you will not be confident and you will not be natural. Number two, sample band. 7+ answers for common IELTS speaking parts to Q card. Now I'm going to give you back. So Q card through the simple answer and step by step explanation how it meets the criteria for 7+ max scores. Okay, no. Q card one. Describe a person who inspired you. You should say who the person is, how you know him or her. Okay, what qualities he or she has, and explain why he or she inspires you. Okay, now I'm going to give you a simple answer. I would like to talk about, where you will start, where you have to start. I would like to talk about. This is sentence. This is response starter. I would like to talk about my. I would like to talk about my English teacher from college, Mr. Harris. Okay, so what is the question? Describe a person who inspired you. And he has taken the person. Okay, I've chosen the person here, a teacher. Okay, and this is a fake name of the teacher, Mr. Harris, who has had a huge impact on my I first met him in my second year of college when he taught us literature. From the very beginning, now you will add the detail. I was impressed by his passion for teaching and his deep knowledge of English. He had a unique way of explaining difficult ideas in a very simple and engaging manner. Okay, now you will add more detail. One thing that really stood, no, you are going to give one thing. Okay, one thing that really stood out about him was his dedication. Number one, his dedication. Number two, he thought critically. So he would stay after class to help students, and he encouraged us to think critically rather than just memorize things. Besides being a great teacher, he was also a great motivator. He used to say, "Don't study for marks, study for understanding." Okay. And that sentence changed my whole life. This was his saying that don't study for marks and study for understanding. So if you are studying for understanding, you will get the marks as well. So Mr. Harris inspired me to improve my English. Now you are going to tell the examiner more about the qualities of Mr. Harris. Improve my English, and because of his guidance, I became confident in speaking and writing. Now, as an English language trainer myself, I try to follow the same approach he used. So to sum up, now this is the end. To sum up, Mr. Harris has truly inspired me, not just as a teacher, but as a role model in life. Okay, this is not full 2 minutes, but this is just an example. Explanation. Uh, Now you can have a screenshot of this part, and you can read out that what are why this is a band 7+ answer. Okay, you can have screenshot of this part. Number two, this is cue card and describe a memorable journey you took. And this is band 7+ answer. And what is the question? Describe a memorable journey. Where you went, who you went with, and what you did there, and explain why it was memorable. Okay, so sample answer. One of the most memorable journeys I taken was a trip to Murray. When I went to Murray, that was a memorable trip for me. A beautiful hill station in Pakistan with my cousins. Home, who with with cousins. I went over there with my cousins. We went there during our summer vacation about 2 years ago, and it was a road trip, and we drove for nearly 7 hours to reach the destination. The scenery along the way was absolutely stunning. We passed green valleys, flowing rivers, and even saw some monkeys on the roadside. Okay, this was the personal experience over there. While we were in Murray, we stayed in cozy guest house. Guest house. And, and, yeah. And explored the surrounding areas. We visited Mall Road. Okay. Mall Road is there. And tried local food like chapli kebabs and even had a small bonfire night in the hills. It was such a refreshing break from the heat and stress of my city life. Okay. So what made this? Now you will have to describe, one by one, you will address all the questions. For example, all the sub questions. Where you went, Murray, who you went with my cousins, with my friends, what you did there, you did different things, visited Muddy Road, bonfire night on tried local foods and explain why it was memorable. Now I will tell you how it was memorable. So one by one, you will respond, so you will reply to all the sub-questions. What made this trip unforgettable was the bonding experience with my cousins. We laughed, shared stories, and took hundreds of photos. That journey, it reminded me of how important family time is, especially in today's busy world. To sum up, it wasn't just about the place, but the people I was with that made the journey so special. Okay, so now you must have you know, the screenshot of this part and check that. Why is it so? Okay, now I'm going to explain that. I'm not leaving it up to you. So why this is a band 7 plus answer? Band discipline. Fluency and coherence is checked. Lexical resource is checked. Grammatical range and accuracy is checked. Pronunciation is checked. Okay. So these are the 4 criteria. So if you see that there is a logical flow starts with when, what, where, then feelings and reflection. Lexical resource, good vocabulary. Guest house, you have talked about bonding, refreshing, unforgettable, like that. These are you have used a good collection of words here. Okay, so refreshing, unforgettable, like that. Grammatical range and accuracy, variety of sentence types. For example, while we were in Murray, yeah, it wasn't just about the pronunciation. It's wrong. Easy to follow rhythm and word stress as you accurate. Okay, means to say that it's up to you how you are using the rhythm and word stress. If you are not using, you will get lower bands. If you are using word stress and rhythm, you will be getting high bands. Yes, you have. If you have got any questions, you can ask me uh, in the official group. In the official group, you can ask me any questions. I will reply, I will respond, and as well as I will send you the worksheet. You must do that worksheet, okay? So that you can check yourself where are you studying right now or how much you have improved. Okay, you must complete all the worksheet and then submit it to me. Thank you guys.